button here.
Yep.
Okay, Ms. Raccomando,
Present.
Ms. Ainello,
Present.
Mr. Laurentino. No, he's here.
Present.
Where's, oh, there he is.
Ms. Mahoney,
Here.
Mr. Quinn,
Here.
Ms. Robinson,
Here.
Ms. Roloff,
Here.
Mr. Scherer,
Present.
Ms. Zattarelli.
Present.
All right. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Amen.
Adequate notice of this meeting has been sent to all members of the Board of Education and to the Bergen Record in accordance with the provisions of the Open Public Meetings Act, Chapter 231, 1975. At this time, please make sure your audio is turned off during the meeting. Make sure that you're on mute. The board will acknowledge and unmute the public if they choose to speak during the public participation. All right, at this time, Mrs. Shanley, would you like to give her a superintendent's report tonight?
I would love to. I'll
Nice.
give a short report tonight and a full report on Wednesday. First, I'd like to welcome you all back and wish you again Happy New Year. And today we honor the memory of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. I did send out a letter to the community and posted on Facebook as well. I want to remind everybody that tomorrow we come back to school and we start our hybrid learning again. And tomorrow is a blue day. So don't forget, tomorrow is a blue day. And for all of the parents and students out there, make sure that you completed your parent COVID questionnaire for your child. Students who did not complete them will not be allowed to enter the school. We had a 2-week quarantine for a reason, and we want to make sure that everybody completes their important COVID questionnaire for their child. Okay, also a reminder that lunch will begin, grab and go lunch will begin again in the schools each day. And it's also available at the yellow field house at the back of the high school parking lot each school day from 8:30 to 10:30. Just want to remind you of that. So if you are on virtual or you are a purely hybrid student or your child doesn't want to pick up lunch and you want to pick up lunch for your child, you may do that at the field house on any given day from 8:30 to 10:30. This month is New Jersey School Board's Appreciation Month. And so I would first like to thank our outgoing president, Mr. Quinn, for his service as president at the Board of Education. I'd like to wish the very best of luck to Mrs. Mahoney. I bet she's a little nervous tonight taking over the agenda. And good luck to Ms. Roloff. And I'd also like to thank all of our board members for their service. I know it's not a well-paid job, but you all give it your time, your effort, your love, your care, your careful thought, and you care about the kids of the community. And I'd like to thank you all for that. And New Jersey School Boards wants you all to be recognized this month. I also want to let you know that tomorrow begins our Alpha Best program in the elementary schools. Alpha Best is ready to roll in all of the locations. If your child is registered for before and after care, all of the background checks have been completed on everybody who is going to be working with the children. We have that information in hand, and we're very excited to see what it is that they have to offer us. In addition, the parent committee for the long-term plans for before and after care has met quite a few times, most recently as last night. We have reviewed the parent survey, we reviewed the details of the RFP, and we made some modifications to the RFP so that we can reflect the wants and the desires of the parents in the questions that we put out to prospective vendors who may provide before and after care, let's say beginning September. So that's all rocking and rolling and in place. And I think that is all I have for my report this evening, but I'll have a full report of good news on Wednesday. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you very much. All right, Mr. Karati, you're up with the Business Administrator's Report.
I have no report for this evening.
Okay, so let's move on to the agenda. If anyone has any questions, we will start with, I gotta flip my page, hold on. The board action items. Does anyone have any questions on any of the board action items, B113 to B116?
$116, we're going to be discussing in closed session.
Mhm.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I'm gonna move on. Education and curriculum, E104 through E105. Do we have any comments, questions, discussion? Okay, let's move on to finance, budget, and facilities. That's F374 through F381.
F378 we'll have for you tomorrow. We were just waiting to get some of the Recreation Department facility use items in there and approved to get on the calendar. So we'll add them tomorrow before you get the agenda.
Okay. Okay, there's a whole list of policies. And these are the second reading. These are ones that we reviewed last month and they're up for the second read. We're working on getting them linked for you because I know they are not linked at the moment, but they will be very soon. And if you need to, you can go back to the December agenda. They are linked there, but they will be linked for you ASAP. All right. Nothing? Okay. I don't think we have anything for negotiations at the moment, and personnel we will discuss in closed. Okay. All right. Any last minute questions before I move on? Okay. Then do we have any reports, committee reports, correspondence, anything like that? Old business, new business?
Excuse me,
All right.
Ms. Mahoney, just back to the committee list. I know you sent it out the other day.
Oh,
Did you want us to forward that to all the board members or do you want to?
I
is it-
did send it to them this evening.
Okay, good.
So
Okay.
board members, you should have gotten the draft. I put draft on top so you can take a look. And then I was going to forward it to Mr. Karati and I guess to Mrs. Ioli to make it official. So let
Okay,
me know
thank
if you have anything by tomorrow and we'll get that all official tomorrow.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. All right, I guess it is time to open the meeting for public comments. Can I have a motion to do so?
Motion.
Second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. I'm going to read my statement. If anyone would like to speak tonight, if you could please use the raise your hand icon at the bottom of the participants. That will help us to recognize you and have you speak. Residents are requested to state their names, addresses, and subject matter. In the event it appears the public comment portion of the meeting may exceed 45 minutes, the presiding officer may limit each statement made by a participant to 5 minutes duration. Issues raised by members of the public may or may not be responded to by the board. All comments will be considered and a response will be forthcoming if and when appropriate. The board asks that members of the public be courteous and mindful of the rights of other individuals when speaking. Specifically, comments regarding students and employees of the board are discouraged and will not be responded to by the board. Students and employees have specific legal rights afforded by the laws of New Jersey. The board bears no responsibility, nor will it be liable for any comments made by members of the public. Members of the public should consider their comments in light of the legal rights of those affected or identified in their comments and be aware that they are legally responsible and liable for their comments. All right, would anyone like to speak?
I don't see any hands raised yet.
Okay. Just a
Still none.
reminder before we close, if you would like to, just open participants at the bottom of your screen. And it'll be at the bottom of the participants list. It says invite, mute me, raise hand, something like that. All right, seeing none,
None.
may I have a motion to close the meeting for the open for
Motion.
public comment?
Motion.
Second.
I see Mrs. Zattarelli has a hand also. All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, thank you. Meeting is closed for public. And now I believe we are going to adjourn the meeting to go into a closed session. We are going, I need a motion to go into recess closed executive session to discuss personnel, HIB, and matters covered by the attorney-client privilege per NJSA 1046, the Open Public Meetings Act. The subject matter discussed may be disclosed to the public if and when the need for confidentiality no longer exists. There will be no action taken tonight. We are going to close this meeting and go into closed session and not return to the open session. Okay, so can I have a motion to go into closed?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Mr. Karati, should we do a motion to adjourn the public meeting or?
Yeah, it's just
Yes.
motion to adjourn. Right.
Okay, motion to adjourn the public meeting?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, everybody, we will see you on Wednesday, same time, same place, 7 p.m. Thank you, everyone.
Thank
Good
you.
job, Mrs. Mahoney.